Episode 201, Study Session 5, Effective Social Casework Skills in Social Work Practice. Introduction. Effective casework skills may be said to be a conglomerate of organizing and coordinating services at the level of the individual clients or based on the minute of interactions between the social worker and the client, that is, between the helper and the helped. Relationship is at the heart of all social work practice in health and social care settings. This study session will therefore expose you to the effective social casework skills. Learning outcomes. When you have studied this session, you should be able to demonstrate social casework skills and explain supportive theories in social casework. Defining social casework. Social casework skills are used every day to build such relationships in order for the work to progress. Therefore, all social work processes such as interviewing, assessment, planning, intervention, evaluation takes place in the context of meeting people, their worries and their life crises. The quality of what happens relies heavily on conversations between people. Poor services are often marked by conflict and hostile relations between clients, that is the service users, their families and the social workers. Quality services rely on the ability to build a cooperative partnership where social workers and clients participate together. Social casework is a field overlapping other fields such as counseling and focus on problem solving and providing help to individuals, families or groups. Often, it involves additional education and expertise, while basic social casework generally focuses on providing some kind of psychotherapy. Social casework emphasizing the importance of the social environment concerning human behavior and advocacy to improve people's quality of life. Kirst Ashman, 2007. Social workers should realize that relationship building skills remain the bedrock of quality of practice, especially when people who need a service are anxious, angry, distressed, or upset because of their situation. Social casework skills. Social casework is an intensive personal process concerned with helping people cope with normal problems and opportunities. Casework focuses on deep-seated personality or behavioral difficulties. The terms casework and interviewing are often used interchangeably. However, interviewing may be considered the most basic process used for information gathering, problem solving, and advice giving. Casework is most often associated with the professional field of social work, guidance, psychology, pastoral counseling, law, and to a limited extent, psychiatry. Skill can be defined simply as the ability to do something well. This definition works well enough for some practical tasks. However, what is done well in a social work context is more complicated to judge. In other words, whether a communication is good depends on how it is received in the situation and what is conveyed to the other person. A skillful communication enhances the other person's experience and their ability to respond and participate. What is skillful creates a sense of working together. Social workers must be very skillful in social case work for positive results to be achieved in any social work intervention. The task is to give the client an opportunity to explore, discover and clarify ways of living more resourcefully and with a greater sense of well-being. What to know in casework skills. The first important thing to know is that unlike other types of social casework, it is primarily based on solving of existing problems. The client comes to the social workers because he or she has a problem or a crisis. Therefore, the expectation of the client is high. The social worker must apply his professional skills on making a difference, a change in the client. The foundation skills are those of listening, observing, influencing, and structuring interview. Social workers become involved with people needing support in a crisis, change, transition or loss, protection from self or others, help to deal with disadvantage or injustice. In fact, any combination of life-changing events depending on the particular circumstances. Seddon and Katz, 2003. Casework skills used to communicate and build relationships are central to care. The relationship between casework and social work has always been complex and interactive. As two distinct activities, they share some theoretical origins and ways of thinking. Hint: here are just few relevant theories in their simplest forms for easy understanding. Client-centered or Rogerian. The social worker provides the growth promoting climates, and the client is then free and able to discover and grow as he or she wants and needs to. The prevailing characteristics of the session are listening, empathy, acceptance, that is, unconditional positive regard, and genuineness. Holistic health, that is, biopsychosocial. This theory asserts that when we have physical, intellectual, social, emotional, vocational, and spiritual needs, the neglect of which reduces the ability of one to withstand the effects of stress, we also live in socio-economic conditions that can enhance or demean our long-term well-being. Strength-based casework. Strength-based casework focuses on what is going right in a person's life. The social worker and client work together to find past and present successes and use this to address current and future challenges. This action may be called positive or learned optimism, which simply focuses on what can go right or what can be put right. Cognitive behavioral therapy, ABC method. This could be described as I think, so I feel and do. However, in any given situation, you have the following: A. Activating events, the actual events and the client's immediate interpretation of the events. B. Beliefs about the events. This evaluation can be rational or irrational. C. Consequences, how you feel and what you do or others' thoughts. In this respect, the role of will and counter-will on the part of the client must be taken very seriously by the social workers, as this may be the source of final result or position of the clients. Solution-focused therapy. Where do I want to be? The social workers focuses on what clients want to achieve through intervention rather than on the problems that made them seek help. The approach does not focus on the past, but instead focuses on the present and future. The client is asked to envision how the future will be different when the problem is no longer present. Existential approach. Why am I here? This is also known as meaning therapy. It is believed that the who knows the why for his existence will be able to bear almost any how. This approach is concerned with creating one's identity and establishing meaningful relationship with others. Basically, a logical categorization of the social casework dimensions of social work would therefore be as follows. A. Social casework skills underpinning the whole range of social work. B. Social casework as a significant component of the work carried out in conjunction with other approaches. C. Social casework as a major explicit part of the job description. And lastly, these points expose the values of social casework in social work. Study session summary. In this study session, we discussed that social casework is a problem-solving process providing help to individuals and families. Relationship building skills. Relationship building skills remain the bedrock of quality practice. Social casework is an intensive personal process concerned with helping people cope with normal problems and opportunities. Casework focuses on deep-seated personality or behavioral difficulties. End of study session 5. Thank you for listening.